Our project started with a lot of research and going back and forth. In the beginning, we were thinking about doing something along the lines of creating vaccines. Then we moved on to like a way to detect diseases and maybe like come up with new ideas to track where they might go. But then we realized that it was kind of a little big brother, so to say. And so we kind of decided that the best way to implement both the physicality sense of MR and also be able to convey useful information was to have people touch stuff, infect stuff, and then have a simulation display how it could affect the world at large.
MWheel is all about being physical with the world space, virtual and physical. And in the world of epidemiology, that's a huge plus. The general public does not realize how diseases spread, and to be able to show that in a simulation, because diseases are unseen, how do you show something invisible to the general public? And MWheel is a great aid in showing that. The ability to show how something spreads just simply touching a chair or a table or a paper and see it affect an entire world. That's the potential of MWheel.
It's really key to have both the physical realm and the virtual realm playing together. Our project is a blind study. We need the person who is going through the simulation to feel that they are in the physical world and interacting with physical people, and they are touching real things. They are talking to real people. They are drinking and eating real food. When they step out, they were like, it's supposed to be as identical as it can to the real world. And then we play the second part, which is the AI, so they can show how their human behavior, their actions really affected the environment. And I don't think that this can be displayed in any similar way or any better by any other head-mounted display.
Experiences from the project, the competition itself, brought anything I perceived previously upside down. It taught a lot about team building, how to work on a tight deadline, how to work with your teammates.
The problems our group faced along the way, a lot had to do with coming up with an idea on how to use MReal for this, because when it comes to viruses, it's either extremely small or it's extremely huge. So it was a real challenge for us to like kind of find a middle ground and find a way to talk about both and be able to demonstrate both, like how diseases are spread, but also how it can affect the world at large.
Using the MReal for me was really different than either like just making a game in Unity, because for games and those you tend to have like a set background, maybe contrasting colors, but for designing UI for the MReal specifically, we have to design things that you can tell are going to be visible regardless of the background. This UI was meant to pop out to the viewer so they can see it when they're engaging in the real life scenarios. So in terms of design, it was an interesting challenge in how to make contrast, how to make those digital things pop out when you want them to, and how can you make them feel like they're part of the environment when you want to as well.
The main thing I've learned from this project is that the first idea isn't always the best idea, and that sticking to your ideas may seem convenient at the time, but it's something that can really hold you back. Experimentation's okay, and honestly, experimentation is kind of like what can push you to greatness, because it's the failures that like influence your future successes.